What up, guys? Mad Viking here. Second time's the charm. I don't know why every video has to be so damn tough, but it is. It's almost done with the first one, and then the video stopped. Anyways, this is the SummerSlam. It's not a live result video. It was just too long, and I had watched NXT TakeOver first, so I've had 7-8 hours of wrestling. My brain is fried, and I knew the 4 hours I wasn't going to be able to squish all of it with live reactions and my input into a 30-minute video. That's all my phone lets me do. So I'm just doing it this way. I'm doing it after the fact. But anyways, I don't know the other two pre-show matches, how they went down. I only know the one. B-Team defeated the Revival. Don't know how, but they did. So they're still Raw Tag Team Champions. First match tonight on SummerSlam, it was Rollins, who came out wearing like a Thanos-styled vest from Infinity Wars, versus Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler came out in a new outfit, new gear. His his leggings had the IC title imprinted around his waist. I thought that was really cool. They had a pretty decent match. It wasn't spectacular. Drew Galloway and Ambrose really didn't do anything in the match. They were just getting in each other's faces. Eventually, Galloway did attack Ambrose. It was a couple close calls. Rollins did get busted open at one point. I don't think it was intentional. So he was bleeding, but it didn't go the way I predicted it did. Rollins defeated Ziggler. He is now a two-time Intercontinental Champion. I'm watching the network. I'm staring at Peyton Royce's lady bits right now. They are on. God, she is cute. Anyway, so Rollins is your two-time Intercontinental Champion. Next match on the card was the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. This match, I don't know. It was all right. There was a bunch of power moves by the Bludgeon Brothers. They probably put on more of a match than New Day did. The New Day was just basically taking a beating. It was Xavier and Big E versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Kofi just basically stood outside, played cheerleader, and chucked the pancakes into the crowd the whole time. It went as expected. Well, it didn't. The New Day won by DQ, which was weird to me. The referees... they were setting up for whatever their finisher is called. Xavier was climbing the top turnbuckle, and Rowan, who was outside of the ring, climbed the apron to go and attack Xavier, but he didn't even touch him yet, and the ref stopped the match and rang the bell. And I don't know why he would have done that. That wouldn't have been a disqualification, but the match ended. The New Day won by DQ, and then the Bludgeon Brothers beat the crap out of the New Day with their hammers, but they still retain the titles. Oh, sweet jeez, I gotta turn this off. Peyton Royce, where is the remote? Peyton Royce, man. Woo! Okay, so the Bludgeon Brothers retain the titles by DQ over the New Day. Next match on the card was Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens for the Money in the Bank contract. This was an absolute squash. I always want to say squash match. Basically, Braun came out right away, beat the crap out of Owens. Owens only managed to get one kick in. He was beaten up all around the ring outside. He was choke slammed on the entrance ramp, and he was beaten pretty soundly. It was probably a 2-minute match. Braun over Kevin Owens. He retains the Money in the Bank title. Next match on the card was Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch versus Carmella, the women's champion. Carmella early on got the two girls fighting against each other. Really, it was just a basic kind of women's match. I don't remember who got the pin. Who got pinned. I think it was Carmella. But Flair won. She's now the SmackDown Women's Champion. Becky Lynch acted like she was totally cool with it at the end of the match. They hugged multiple times, congratulated each other, and then as expected, Becky Lynch... Well, I thought it was going to happen in the ring, but it happened afterwards. Becky Lynch turned heel, beat the piss out of Charlotte Flair, beat her up all over the ring, threw her over the announcer's table. The crowd thoroughly was booing when Charlotte was declared the winner and the new champion. They were chanting Becky the whole time she's beating up Flair. And when she chucked her over the announcer's table, the crowd chanted, "You deserved it." Charlotte was crying and was getting helped to the back by the refs. So expect that feud to continue or to start on. Charlotte Flair is your new SmackDown's Women's Champion. Carmella in this match, though, I will say, was hilarious. She made the match worth watching. But like I said, it wasn't anything. But it was probably her best performance in the ring. I wouldn't say wrestling-wise, but definitely performance-wise. Next match on the card was Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles for the SmackDown Heavyweight Championship. Samoa Joe came out in new trunks, just a new color, blue and black. AJ came out in new trunks too. Oh, I will say Flair had a new outfit. Carmella had a new outfit. Almost everybody had a new outfit tonight. So if you're into that stuff, you might want to go and look up, watch the videos. But Samoa Joe came out, instantly got on the mic. AJ's wife and the daughter were there. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to send your daddy home tonight." Got a big reaction from the crowd. These two brawled. I mean, this was a good match. It wasn't 5-star. It was probably 3.5 stars. AJ did botch a Styles clash because Samoa Joe is huge. He couldn't wrap up his second arm, but he did hit it. Joe got in all of his power moves. Like I said in my predictions video, I was hoping Joe won. It wasn't going to bother me any, but I pretty much was positive that AJ was going to retain. And he did, but just before he retained by DQ. My bad. Samoa Joe was thoroughly in control at the end of the match. He jumped up on the announcer's table, grabbed the ring mic, and he yelled again at AJ's wife. He said, "Well, your daddy ain't coming home tonight, but I'll be your daddy." AJ at this point was beaten and bloodied. It reinvigorated him. He started beating up Joe. He speared Joe off the announcer's table through the ring keeper's private booth. Grabbed a chair and started beating Samoa Joe with it, which gave Joe the victory, only by DQ. AJ is still the champ. Obviously, that feud's not ending anytime soon. AJ's daughter, which looked to be about 4 years old, looked terrified to see her dad bleeding and hurt. He went to them at the end of the match, and you can hear him apologizing to his daughter because his daughter's like, "Daddy, you're all bloodied." She, like I said, she looked terrified. Foley regretted ever bringing his kids to matches when they were children because they didn't get it either. They thought their daddy was being obliterated by, The Rock or whatever back in the day. And so this might come back to haunt AJ. Who knows? But obviously that feud is not over. Next match on the card was the hype machine of Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan came out in new gear and new variant. His trunks were blue, green, and white, but with like the same design like his old burgundy, white, and gray outfit. Miz had a new outfit on. This match was back and forth. It was mostly Miz in the beginning. Bryan would get fits of comebacks, and Miz would shoot him back down. At the end of the match, it was basically Bryan's over the Miz. Maurice was also at ringside, acting like she had her baby in a baby carriage. I thought they were going to do the dummy baby gimmick again, but they didn't. Like I said, Bryan's was thoroughly in control at this point, and the Miz rolled out of the ring, and Maurice, what it looked like to me, gave him brass knuckles. He rolled back into the ring, hit Bryan with it, and went back to Maurice, and she pocketed it and got out of the arena. Miz did defeat Daniel Bryan, which doesn't shock me. I predicted he would. Daniel Bryan still has not signed with the company, even though he said he's 90% sure he's going to, which I still hope and think he isn't going to do it. I mean, if you're at 90%, why wouldn't you sign by now? I mean, the WWE has secretly said they have heat on him because he hasn't signed yet. They've given in to some of his demands, but they are upset he hasn't signed yet. I would be happy if he goes because I think in the next month or so, the WWE is going to steal Omega and the Young Bucks from New Japan and Ring of Honor, and Daniel Bryan would be a nice cog to that war with the WWE because a blow like that would be big. But if they get Daniel Bryan and Cody Rhodes and Marty Scurll and Hangman are all still over in New Japan, that would be really big. So I'm hoping he doesn't resign. I don't think he's been booked real great since he's returned anyway. So I hope he's taking that to heart. I mean, he doesn't have to worry about the WWE money machine. He's going to make that being in Bullet Club if he goes and joins Bullet Club. Okay, next match on the card was Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Corbin came out wrestling in his clothes again. It was time for Balor's music to hit, and we got the Demon King instead of Finn Balor, which was a big surprise, huge pop to the crowd. I have pictures of this on my Instagram account, Mad Viking. This was a very short match because I guess Corbin was supposed to be so shocked it was the Demon King. It lasted maybe 3 minutes. It was a 3-minute beating. Corbin fell to the Demon King. He kind of looked like Darth Maul in the face, but he still looked like what he looked like last year at SummerSlam. I mean, was that last year's SummerSlam when he won the Universal title? That feels like eons ago. But yeah, Finn Balor over Baron Corbin. Next match on the card was Shinsuke Nakamura over Jeff Hardy. This was kind of another short match. It maybe went 5-6 minutes, but it went exactly how I thought it was going to be. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Jeff Hardy. Randy Orton came out at the end, acted like he was going to go and beat up Jeff Hardy again, but like he stopped just before he hit the ring, turned around and walked to the back. A nice paycheck for him, I guess. So I would thoroughly expect the Hardy-Orton feud to keep going, or to start up anyway. Next up, it was the women's title match for Raw. Natalya came out. She's back. She was wearing her dad's ring jacket the night that he and Bret Hart won their first tag team championship titles. So that was special. She came down to watch the Ronda Rousey-Alexa Bliss match at ringside. This match went exactly how I thought it was going to go too. Basically, Alexa was still cocky as the match started. 30 seconds into it, she was being tossed all over the ring. At one point, she was basically just stalling outside of the ring. Ronda Rousey was daring her to come back into the ring. At one point, she even sat in the middle of the ring with her legs crossed, covering her eyes like, oh, I can't see you. So she lured Alexa Bliss back into the ring, basically put her in some sort of an arm bar, and it bent her arm. I wish I could do it. I think Alexa Bliss is double jointed because she's pulled off this little maneuver before where everybody thought her arm was broken in a match, but it really wasn't. But man, I mean, literally, if my arm is straight right now, just picture the arm doing this. That's what Ronda Rousey had Alexa's arm doing. But it was probably a 5-minute match of just a beating and submission holds. Ronda Rousey is now the new Raw Women's Champion. She was very happy, to say the least. Natalya hit the ring and they celebrated. And then for whatever stupid reason, the Bella Twins hit the ring. The Bellas have not even had any WWE interaction with Ronda Rousey. What the hell were they doing there, let alone being in the ring? I guess it's supposed to be a build-up for the Evolution pay-per-view because I'm sure those two washed-up freaking has-beens are going to be in that. I don't hate Brie, but I definitely hate Nikki. But I've already seen it on Twitter, and some people weren't happy they were involved in that match. But Ronda Rousey is now the new women's champion for Raw. Next match on the card, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I don't know how they did this at the beginning of the Roman Reigns entrance. I thought they had lowered this giant, Roman Reigns' thing. It's that like Pitbull, bulldog head, or whatever that he has on his t-shirt. It looked like they lowered something like that out of the rafters, and Roman Reigns came out posing underneath of it. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. How did we not see that until now? I guess it was some 3D computer-generated image. It looked real. It looked like it was there. And then they showed the next camera angle, and that thing's not there. It blew my mind. It looked legit real. So if you can find any pictures or videos of that, like I said, go look it up. Go look for it. This match, it was weird. It started off instantly. Braun Strowman came out just before the match started. I thought he was cashing in the title and was going to make it a 3-way match, but he didn't. He was just there to announce that he's not going to be a coward like previous Money in the Bank carriers were, and beat people down when their backs are turned or whatever. He was going to beat up whoever won the match. Well, instantly, Roman starts attacking Lesnar, and I thought it was going to be like a 30-second squash match. Lesnar did 3 Superman punches. I thought I heard them say that he also hit 3 spears. If he did, I totally missed it. But it looked like he was about to get the pin when he was going to go and make his first pin attempt on Lesnar. Lesnar had him in a Dragon Sleeper. And Roman did power out of that, picking up Roman, power bombing him. When he did that, Lesnar instantly put Roman Reigns back in it. Oh, and then when he put Roman in this move the first time, you clear as day see Roman Reigns tapping on the mat. That should have been the end of the match. So I think Lesnar was legit choking him out. But yeah, that little thing slipped by the announcers. Nobody caught that or said anything about it. It was probably a 5-minute match as well. There was no... I was just going to say there was no F5s. Lesnar started beating up Braun. Braun got F5 outside the ring, which totally incapacitated him, because I was like, okay, Roman just won the title. Braun Strowman's going to come and beat his ass now. But no, Braun Strowman's laid out on the concrete like he's just had his ass whooped. I mean, hasn't Brock Lesnar F5'd him before, and he was up fighting him again 2 seconds later? So the WWE booking there was just stupid. I thought Roman was going to get beat up by Braun, but it didn't go that way. I'm sure the next match is going to be Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns for the title. But anyway, yeah, it was a weird match, kind of. It was done, obviously, to protect Lesnar going into the UFC so he didn't get hurt. Lesnar did come out with Heyman, by the way. But yeah, Roman Reigns is now the Raw Heavyweight title champion. I'm not upset at this point. I mean, the WWE did book it correctly. I mean, at this point, they made me kind of root for Roman. I mean, I'm like, well, at least the title's back on TV. We're going to get fresh feuds now. I mean, we got potentially Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman feuds coming up. It will open the door, I guess, for Rollins and whoever else. But yeah, Roman Reigns over Brock Lesnar. Like I said, I think one match got scrapped. I had 11 matches on my prediction video. There's only 10 here. But whatever. Like I said, I've been watching wrestling since 3, 4 o'clock. It is now midnight. I am done. That's all I can say. Anyways, guys, that was my results video for SummerSlam. My favorite match. What would have been my favorite match? I guess my favorite match would have been either Samoa Joe and AJ Styles or Miz and Daniel Bryan. Seth Rollins and Ziggler would have to be a second or a third place. And not really all the rest, maybe followed by the Flair, Lynch, and Carmella match. And then everything else kind of after that, it was just filler matches, I guess, to fill 4 hours. So yeah, I guess it would either be Miz and Bryan or Samoa Joe and AJ as the #1 match of the night. And they would both be fighting for first or second, and then the next match would be Rollins and Ziggler. Those are the top 3 matches to watch, I'd say, followed by Flair, Lynch, and Carmella. And then everything else, like I said, some of those matches, the entrances were longer than the matches. But anyways, tell me what your favorite match was. If you're happy with the pay-per-view, hit like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe. I finally hit 500, folks. Forever in the making. I'm not getting into that. But anyway, Mad Viking out. Thanks for watching. See you when I see you.